What would you do if you fell in love with someone 16 years younger than you? Would you follow your heart? Or listen to what society says? Today's story is about Sarah, a 3-year-old single mom who had given up on love. And Ethan, a 7-year-old man struggling to survive. Two broken souls, one unexpected connection, and a love that shocked everyone. And are jacked. But here's the question, can a relationship like this really last? Or is it destined to fall apart? Stay till the end, because what happened next will leave you speechless. Sarah Mitchell lived in a quiet town in Ohio. She was a high school English teacher, divorced for 5 years, raising her 4-year-old son, Jake, all alone. Her life was simple, predictable. She had stopped believing in love. That chapter is over, she told herself every night. One rainy afternoon, her kitchen sink broke. Water everywhere. She panicked and called a handyman. When she opened the door, she froze. Standing there was a young man, maybe in his 20s, with messy brown hair and tired eyes. His name was Ethan Cole. He was only 27. "Hi, ma'am. I'm here to fix your sink," he said politely. "But the due intervention's 200. Sarah felt awkward. "Ma'am?" She wasn't that old. Was she? But something about Ethan caught her attention. The way he worked, focused, gentle, humble. He didn't talk much, but when he did, his words were thoughtful. He fixed the sink in 20 minutes and refused to take a tip. "Just doing my job," he said, with a shy smile, and walked away. Four. That night, Sarah couldn't stop thinking about him, but she shook it off. "He's just a kid," she told herself. Little did she know, fate wasn't done with them yet. 2 weeks later, Sarah's car broke down in the school parking lot. She called a tow truck. And guess who showed up? "Ethan, we meet again," he said with a grin. Sarah laughed nervously. "Are you following me?" "Small town," Ethan replied. This time, they talked. Really talked. Sarah learned that Ethan had dropped out of college to take care of his sick mother. She had died a year ago. Now he was working 3 jobs, just trying to survive and pay off her medical bills. Sarah's heart broke for him. "You're doing an amazing job, Ethan. Your mom would be so proud," she said softly. Ethan looked at her, and his eyes filled with tears. "Thank you," he whispered. "No one said that to me in a long time." In that moment, something shifted. A connection formed, something neither of them expected. Over the next few months, they kept running into each other. At the coffee shop, at the grocery store, at the park. They started texting. Just friendly conversations at first, but slowly, it became more. One cold November evening, Sarah invited Ethan over for dinner. Jake was at a friend's house. It was just the two of them. They talked for hours. About dreams, fears, regrets, and hope. And then, Ethan said something that changed everything. "Sarah, I think I'm falling for you." Sarah's heart stopped. She didn't know what to say. Part of her wanted to run. "He's 27. I'm 43. What will people think? What will Jake think?" But another part of her, the part that had been silent for years, whispered, "Ethan," she said, her voice shaking. "Why not?" he asked, his voice steady. "Age is just a number. What matters is how we feel. And I've never felt this way about anyone." Tears filled Sarah's eyes. "People will judge us. They'll say terrible things." Ethan leaned closer and said, "Let them. I don't care what they think. I care about you." And in that moment, Sarah made a choice. She chose love. But love doesn't come easy. When people found out about their relationship, the whispers started. At school, teachers gave Sarah dirty looks. Parents gossiped. Even her friends turned their backs on her. "He's young enough to be your son," one friend said coldly. Jake was furious. "Mom, what are you doing? He's only 13 years older than me. This is embarrassing." Sarah cried herself to sleep that night. Ethan faced judgment too. Dude, you're dating a cougar? Seriously? But Ethan never wavered. She's the strongest, smartest, most beautiful woman I've ever met. I don't care what you think. Number 1. Quickly. In the money understand. Still, the pressure was too much. 1 year into their relationship, doubt crept in. Ethan got accepted into college. He started wondering, what if I meet younger girls? What if I change? Sarah wondered too. What if he realizes he wants someone his age? Someone who can give him children? Someone without wrinkles? They started fighting. The magic was fading. One night, Ethan said the words Sarah feared the most. Maybe we should take a break. Sarah felt her world collapse. Was this the end? 3 days passed. Sarah didn't hear from Ethan. She thought it was over. But on the 4th night, there was a knock on her door. She opened it, and there stood Ethan, holding flowers, his eyes red. I've been thinking a lot, he said, his voice breaking. And I realized something. I don't want a life without you. I don't care about age. I don't care about what anyone says. You're my person, Sarah. And I want to build a future with you. Sarah broke down. I'm scared, Ethan. I'm so scared. I know, he whispered. But we'll figure it out. Together. And they hugged. Like they never wanted to let go. 2 years later, Ethan graduated with honors. Sarah was there, cheering louder than anyone. Jake, now 18. You two are weird, he said with a smile. But you're happy, and that's all that matters. Sarah and Ethan moved in together. They traveled. They laughed. They built a life, brick by brick. And yes, people still talked. But they didn't care anymore. They had found something rare, real, honest, unconditional love. Sarah once said, "Society will always have an opinion, but at the end of the day, only you know what's in your heart." And Ethan added, "Love isn't about age. It's about finding someone who sees you, truly sees you, and chooses you every single day." So, what do you think? Can love exist beyond age? Or does society have a point? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories of love, courage, and hope. Thank you for watching. And remember, love doesn't follow rules, it follows the heart.